Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm Chris and you're watching 4K Motoring. So today we're going to take a little step back from our automotive content to talk a little bit about some of the technology used on our channel. Specifically, what I want to talk about today is the audio devices we've used up to this point on the channel and how they've worked. So I'm hoping this will be a good starter guide for those of you that have YouTube channels or are thinking of starting YouTube channels or just making videos of any sort. I'm hoping this will be a useful guide to you to show you what to expect from different devices in terms of audio quality that you're going to get in your videos. So the first thing I want to talk about is how the channel started, and that is with our GoPro Hero 9 Black. This camera is actually quite good for what it was. For the price point that you can get one of these things, they shoot reasonably good video, they have great stabilization, they're weatherproof, you can put them on the outside of vehicles, they don't care, battery life is decent, and they have a lot going for them. In terms of audio, however, it's not always the greatest. Hey guys, I'm back on the GoPro Hero 9 Black. So this is the factory audio for the camera itself. There's no additional microphones, there's nothing else going on. This is the video and this is the audio you have from the device. And as I can turn around and walk behind it, you can hear how the audio changes with my voice being behind the camera and in front of it. So the next step we took with audio, because obviously we realized the limitations of just the GoPro by itself, was to get the media mod attachment for the GoPro. This works for both the Hero 9 and Hero 10, this same unit. They make some for the older ones. This is pretty cool because it gives you a forward and backwards shotgun mic in the front that you can select. This really did give an edge to the GoPro as far as audio quality, but only in quiet environments and only kind of close to the camera. It allowed you to select from the front or back of the camera for audio, but that was about it. These things were about 80 bucks to add to it, so not the cheapest of attachments, but most importantly, this has a couple jacks on the back of it, so you can actually plug in some 3.5mm or USB micro HDMI ports to it to allow you to do some different things with your GoPro. Alright guys, so this is the GoPro Hero 9 Black with the media mod attachment on. So you can see the audio difference clearly from the Hero 9 itself. It is pretty astonishing, especially in a controlled environment like this. It can deal with a little bit more wind and have that come out alright. But the one problem is that it has, as I mentioned, a front and back microphone. And with that, if I were to step behind the camera right now without switching the microphones, because I didn't think about it, which happened pretty often, the voice quality has faded pretty significantly from what it could otherwise be in front of the camera. And when mounted on a surface or something a little bit farther away than arm length, you really notice that sound degradation pretty quickly. So that media mod attachment really got us through quite a while on this channel for just audio. It did have some flaws. There were times where the GoPro would not default to it and mid-recording switch from the internal microphone to the media mod microphones. So I'm not quite sure what was up with that. But overall was a pretty decent experience and did allow you to attach additional microphones to it. So when we decided to up our video quality with the new Sony ZV-1 over the GoPro Hero 9, we also noted that we probably needed to up our audio game. The microphones that are in the ZV-1 actually aren't too bad, but I know we wanted to get a dedicated microphone for the channel. So we went with a microphone from Movo. We debated between Movo and Rode, both had, small, inexpensive microphones. This Movo microphone, the VXR10, was less than $30 on Amazon and came with a, as you can see, decent dead cat or wind noise cancellation device. This, I think, was one of the most substantial audio improvements on the channel. So now we're recording audio with that Movo microphone, and from especially anywhere in front of the camera, the shape direction that microphone picks up from, I think, is very clear. It's very good for human voice, And surprisingly, out in the wind, I think this one did a really good job of canceling some of that noise out, so you get just that pure voice through the video. And quality-wise, I think for the money, this is probably one of the best bang for the bucks out there. Again, less than $30. The audio quality is crisp enough and just a huge benefit, very easily to isolate on the video. This, however, did also leave us with the problem of standing behind the camera, which, as you guys can probably hear, just the difference in my voice right now, standing behind the microphone versus standing in front of it. You can tell there's quite a difference standing aside from it and then standing directly in front of it again. This is a directional microphone. It does it good at canceling other noises out, but as a side effect, will also cancel you out if you're, showing a product or getting behind the camera for any reason. So while this was pretty good, it was also a little bulky on top of the camera. And with all those things, I did want to eventually get something that I could have very consistent audio throughout a video without regard to where I am in relation to the camera, in front, next to it, beside it, down the street, whatever. This was probably the biggest price jump in audio tech for the channel, but we wanted to get something with wireless capability for wireless audio transmission to the camera. What we came across was probably one of the better values out there. This is from a company named Saramonic. This is their Blink 500 kit. And in it, it comes with the receiver that you just saw that plugs into the camera. And then it comes with 2 wireless transmitters. That allows up to 2 people to be talking, or engine noise and talking, depending on the channel. This kit was $199 on Amazon. Again, comes with the 2 transmitters, 1 receiver, and it's wireless, plugs into anything. That's the next step we decided to go on this channel. These Saramonic Blink 500 microphones are pretty cool because the transmitters themselves, if you can see on top there, they have a microphone. So the actual transmitters themselves can be just worn and used as a microphone, or they can be put on, the back of the Corvette so you can hear some of the audio of the engine, the exhaust. You also have the ability on the side to mount in an external microphone, a lavalier mic, and wear one on your shirt just like that. So it's very consistent no matter where your head turns. It's very consistent. Again, if I were to walk behind the camera on this one, there should really be no notable audio changes no matter where I am around the camera, behind it, to the side of it, back in front of it. It should sound the same to you guys. And that's the hope. And this microphone is actually good for quite a good distance as well. So if I'm working across a car, different side of a garage, whatever, the audio should sound exactly the same. And that was really my goal in upgrading here, and I think justifies the extra cost. So I know this is really just a short example and doesn't give a whole lot of different scenarios for these microphones to give a full evaluation. I just want to give you guys a kind of a taste of what I went through as far as growing with audio quality and where I am at this point. Still, for the money you spend on some of these things, clearly it goes a little bit farther in some aspects than others. So for any of you guys out there that have YouTube channels or do any of this video recording, I'd love to hear what kind of audio solutions you've come up with and what you use and some issues you found maybe with some products. This is where I am right now. I think this is probably a very reasonable place to be as far as quality and efficiency, ease of use, that sort of thing. The one thing I'll note for the wireless microphones is that they now have to be charged. Both the receiver and the transmitter need to be charged. They need to be paired together, and that can create a new level of complication to these videos. So not only remembering you have to charge your camera, but now your microphone has to be turned on and charged and paired with your receiver in order to have audio for your video. So just make sure that's something you're aware of before you go into this level. That Movo microphone I think was fantastic for the price you paid. It was just on the camera. It did not have its own battery, so it just ran off the camera. And as soon as you were ready to go, you turned the camera on, that microphone was ready to work. And that was really a great ease of use thing for somebody just starting out with the YouTube process, just starting out making videos. Awesome audio quality, very cheap price, and very easy to use. As always, guys, if you haven't already, go ahead and hit that like button and subscribe for future content. If you want to see more of these behind the scenes videos showing a little bit more about the tools I use and some of the equipment that makes this channel run, feel free to let me know in the comments. I can do some more of that. Otherwise, hope you found this informative and hope you got something from it. I'm Chris, this is 4K Motoring. Thanks for watching.